exact same here. We have some pretty good players. We have Parcel, Stelosu on Team Radio with Chillin, and Q-Stronal with LFG on Team Shoegaze Enjoyers. I will be joined here by Torva Zero. Hello, how do you feel about this match?
Hello. Yeah, I feel quite great about this match. I mean, I'm gonna sound like a broken record. I want that DT2 to be picked just for song-wise, and I'm always gonna be excited for a good match to be watching, especially when they are gonna be relatively close like this, especially when it comes to those qualifier results. Yeah, I'm interested to see how it goes. I was supposed to see Gretchenot play about an hour ago, but I haven't had the chance to, so I'm very intrigued to see what Shoegaze Enjoyers can get up to with picks, and same goes for Yo with Chillin.
Yeah. I mean, definitely close match incoming. The pool is pretty small. As you can see, since we are only in the round of 32 where most of the extra maps are locked. Well, all of the extra maps are locked. We only have the basically qualifier size pool with DT3 and TB additions. So it makes it a bit more tough to pick. We only have one ban for this stage though, so that does make a bit of difference as well. And it gives you some room to strategize, not too much, but no, it makes it a bit more exciting.
Yeah, I mean, even with the pool size being on the smaller end, with it being one ban per team, I do think it still allows a lot of variety in this map pool, which is quite nice. So, even if you are someone who's, let's say you're just a pure mechanics player, you can't just lose out on not being able to play mechanics, because with it being one ban, you still have options of like No More 2 or DT2, unless you ban your own pick, then that's just kind of unfortunate. But as the stages get later, those bans can get a bit more, strategized. You see your opponents are really good mechanical players. You get rid of two of the main mechanics maps in this pool, and then you can play the rest. And I think, especially as it continues, it'll get more and more interesting to see, the options that each players will choose with the bans and picks first. And it seems we're going to be seeing the Hard Rock 2 as the first ban from Shoegaze.
HR2 banning the, you could call it ultra precision with the CS of 7.2, not your standard 6.5, and it does make the difference. Double time 2 ban coming in from Yo Chilling. No Kevlar skin this match, unfortunately.
My day's ruined.
It's over, his day is ruined, and now we are heading into number 1 pick by Shoegaze Enjoyers.
Yeah, going into the hardcore raw aim, honestly. It's so difficult on this map with a lot of those wide jumps, a decent bit of tapping control again with, the jumps and a small bit of like bursts, not bursts, but like triples, I guess. It's just a lot of tapping, a lot of awkward patterns, and not a lot of tapping, so a lot of aim, and a lot of very difficult aim as the map continues. I'd say this map is a gradual rise. It starts off, very playable, and then you get to the ending, and it basically becomes full screen jumps, which is so difficult to always hold combo through. But, with it being a first pick from Shoegaze, I would argue they're going to be very confident on that aim.
As you said, this No Mod 1 does hit you with a lot of cross screen, and it's basically all over the map. The map is not too long, 2 minutes 34 seconds of drain time, but the difficulty that comes from it just because of the aim is pretty big. Must say, Parcel finding the first miss together with Houston out very early into the map, but again it's 2 minutes. I'm not sure if those early misses should do too much, but we'll see. So far, Team Red in lead.
Yeah, the two misses on the side of Shoegaze there, both very early misses, I think might cause a small bit of a problem, but Stella have tried it out, so now it is one major combo instead of which Parcel, which is 170 combo, which, it's still a relatively small combo in comparison to the whole map, but it is the large combo on the board, and now that has fallen, so it is up to Shoegaze to lead the match on that combo game. But I believe they are behind on accuracy because of 94 accuracy from LFG. But this first KI is probably going to drop with quite a few bits of misses there. A lot of misses coming out. Everyone has found a miss on this KI already, which is scary considering about what is going to be coming later with one of the last KIs of the map. And it just shows that difficulty. Look at these full screen jumps. It's so difficult to hold combo through, but it seems that Chillin are going to be holding the lead after that first KI.
Yep, so far the lead on Team Red, no combo on Team Blue makes it not pretty difficult for the shift to happen. 65,000 still only one holding any real combo really. And there's number one up to 100,000 points for Team Red, 1/3 of the map left. There's still hope and dreams for Team Blue to take their point back. They still can manage it, but it will be pretty difficult as long as they don't hold any combo, and especially as long as Stellasu holds the combo they are holding right now.
Yeah, 100%. And even if Stella does find a break into this Ki, I mean, Parcel finds the break, but even if Stella does, which he has found that break into it, it is going to be so difficult for shoegaze to fight back because of that accuracy deficit on their biggest combo. LFG with 200 combo, but 88% accuracy, that score build is just not going to happen quick enough. And it's a 160k difference. Both players inside of chillin on 96 to 97%, but you know, that score lead is just so far in the distance, and it's going to basically be the question now of if anyone can hit the ending, because I do not think it's going to be possible for shoegaze to bring it back with, you know, how impossible almost it is to hold the combo on this ending.
Yeah, the ending is difficult. 185k is also impossible to shift back at this short of a map, and we are gonna go with a breakpoint on the first map already. Shoegaze and Joy are definitely not into a great start with that 184,000 point lead in favor of Team Red. And I will be leaving as the real commentator is here. Hello, Blank Tap.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you, boss. And yeah, I am indeed here. What did I miss, Tarva?
You've not missed too much. You missed bans and the no mod 1 breakpoint. That's pretty much it. I would say Stella and Parcel holding accuracy and a decent bit of combo, but they have picked into that hidden too, going into the low AR hidden and just awkward reading map as a whole.
Quite a banging song as well. Been seeing this map for a while now, and pretty interesting to see them go in to this pick indeed after that successful venture onto number 1. Well, it's mostly Team Blue's venture, so that is going to be huge if they can secure this score, to say the least.
Yeah, 100%. If shoegaze manage to get the breakpoint back in return, it will pretty much equalize out this match in the space of momentum. But you know, picking into a hidden 2 and then being the team having to fight against the team that have picked into this as their first pick, it's gonna be a uphill, stressful battle at that. But you know, it's still possible. We saw that with the no mod 1, and we could see it again with the hidden 2.
This one's gonna be quite eccentric. Gotta be pretty careful regarding that. If I remember correctly, plenty of danger stacks as well. Team Red, are they indeed chilling on this hidden 2 pick? 20k lead in the beginning, accuracy looking good, but the map has yet to start.
Yeah, this map does get a lot more stressful in the reading, and you can kind of see it starting with these jumps, and not a single player finds the break with the first Ki starting. And yeah, you just see the reading and the awkward aim snap required for this map. Mixing up with the low approach rate does make this so much more difficult than it seems. And LFG is the first player to find a miss on this Ki.
Yeah, not the most comfortable player in the team, but Houston will soon to follow as well. Stella's will be the second one to follow up on that. Parcel, last man standing, and he is still standing in the through the first Ki. Now, going to the second part this time around, looking to put up a 1v2 performance thus far, Batorba.
Yeah, honestly, just going through a crazy score right now, 97% accuracy and building, also still holding onto the full combo. I mean, yeah, if you pick into a hidden 2 because you know your teammate is going to pull off a score like this, then, I mean, it's understandable, right? And even then, like, Stella's also pulling off a phenomenal score as well, 170k, and I have noticed that pretty much all of the score coming from the shoegaze side is coming from Questionnaut, who is holding 97% accuracy almost with 300 combo, but you know, it's going to need a lot more work to happen, and Parcel is going to find a miss right before this Ki, which means there could be a chance if Questionnaut just does keep holding on, especially with the accuracy they have, and it's Just going to need LFG to get a bit more of that support and combo, but there's the miss from Questionnaire to shut down a good chance for comeback.
However, it's just a double 97% accuracy, locking things down for Yowie Chillin as everyone struggles on the aim. Stella saw an absolute stellar aiming performance thus far in that yay section. Going to the slow section, she will reap what she saw, and that's a big fat 500 combo. And no longer after the jump.
Yeah, both of them finding breaks pretty much at the same time is unfortunate, but I have noticed that both players on Yowie Chillin are 1v2ing individually. So mixing this course together is devious, especially from towards this ending. The last just under a quarter, and there are no real major combos on the board, and Stella is kind of the only major accuracy right now at 96%, but followed closely behind by Parcel with 95. The accuracies inside of Shoegaze are a bit unfortunate of 93 and 76. Really not comfortable on that hidden pick. Maybe should have been a ban choice, but maybe just something you were trying to RNG and see if you could read into, but unfortunately wasn't the play for this one for now. Oh, match, sorry.
Well, going to the ending section, we are indeed finished. Team Red will secure their second point in this match, trying to end it pretty quickly. And both of them are actually kind of pulling off a 1v2 performance, so very dominant.
Yeah, just phenomenal scores across the board. Both 500 combos, both on strong accuracies, both on solid miscounts. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better hidden 2 performance as a team, both getting 400k. It pretty much guarantees you a point every time you pick that at this point for that team.
However, though, going back to Team Blue, are they gonna opt in for more of those no-mod aims, or are they gonna kind of pivot to something else? This is gonna be a bit of a tricky question because LFG doesn't seem to be too comfortable on the star rating.
Yeah, I mean, the hidden 2 is something they were definitely struggling with, but picking into the aim side of things also might be a risky play, as Yowie Chillin did beat them on that no-mod 1, and pretty convincingly at that, so I think they do need to completely pivot away from it and pick into something completely new, like maybe the no-mod 2 go into mechanics as it was banned by Yowie Chillin for the DT2, maybe pick into the DTs if they're feeling confident on it, because again, one of the DTs were banned, maybe a weakness for their team, but yeah, you kind of do have to change up your entire playstyle here, especially with the maps we have remaining.
Only so much choices remaining. They're gonna opt in for Raimukun's no-mod 2. It's gonna be Float the Moon. And I mean, Raimukun kind of stream maps have a particular flavor to them. His music overall is quite banging, but oh my goodness, I would be lying if they do not create some of the most disgusting flow aims I've ever seen in this game.
Yeah, honestly, very, very true. And, even with those disgusting flowing patterns, they can be so fun to hit, but they are so awkward. I mean, we've seen a load of stream players already, or players who are very comfortable on streams, struggle on this map. Even with it being supposedly only 7.3 stars, it's a lot harder than it seems, even if it isn't all that challenging by numbers.
Right now, just wait for each of the team. Kind of already up, basically. This is not going to be a long map, 2 minutes and 35 seconds. Plenty of plenty of places to find that nasty chain misses. A 7.2 star rating map. It's gonna be dense in difficulty, dense in just spikes all around. Very dangerous map as we go into this one from Team Blue.
Yeah, the map is starting. I am very interested to see, what combos get built for this map, because you get a small bit of free combo here at the beginning, and maybe even some streams that are a bit easier, but the accelerating streams in this map will just so easily catch you out and even cause you to not only break, but maybe even note lock pretty early in. So it is just going to be up to holding that for the entire map if you can. And the map has now started. You can even see with the intensity of these streams just kicking off pretty much immediately from that 100 combo mark, and they're already skyrocketing up their combo ladder. And the first miss has came out from Parcel, which is unfortunate, but you know, still got 3/4 of the map left, and it is matched by Question Not.
And the LFG and Stella still kind of duking it out, but LFG will come out stronger. These variable strings slowing and making it faster again and again, just a cycle, a vicious one at that. But LFG, one with the flow, just going on strong, saving that with some 50s, but finding the miss, it's not going to be enough as he's looking accuracy very fast, Torva.
Yeah, I mean, Stella is leading the match right now with accuracy and combo. This is a solid chance for them to bring the score back, and it is climbing so quickly for them. But it is just going to be needing to hold on to it because no one else is finding that combo, and you can't blame them either, Blanktap, because it is so hard to hold combo through these sections, and Stella does find the miss, but they did the damage.
God,
they moved it over.
It's still a 9k difference though. One absolutely hesitant of a movement will send you back down to about 10k and something like that. Parcel finding a miss, but Stella still holding the 4th down. Everyone just kind of trying to survive at 87% goddamn accuracy, while Stella still holding on to that A rank potential. And now as the score settles down, the map still continues to rage on as it's a 50k difference between both teams.
It's possible for them to bring it back, but they need to start, like, pretty much SSing this map from this point forwards, and it is so difficult to hold on because these streams are becoming follow points. It is so hard to hold through them, especially with the random acceleration decel just going through this entire map. And Stella is just holding combo again and again, just not having problems, still holding the accuracy lead of almost 94% and getting through all of these sections, just no problems whatsoever. It is just an insane performance from Stella right now, and a solid help from Parcel, but an unfortunate roadblock at the end for Stella to drop almost 2% accuracy.
Parcel does not see it. It switches at the very end, but Team Red will be seeing their 3rd point in this matchup as they go into, once again, their own pick, potentially closing and shutting this match down.
Yeah, I mean, it was looking such a good choice for Shoegaze. They were looking at such a, you know, solid performance there, but then, you know, Stella decides to just go God mode halfway through the map and just get 2 solid combos and just pretty much wins the map, and a solid, you know, support combo from Parcel as well to bring them to that 3rd point, with it being match point and their pick. This is the scariest situation you can be if you're any of the players from Shoegaze.
Yeah, the pressure is definitely on. Not much choices remaining for both teams, but Team Red definitely gonna kind of press on the advantage. And you know what? They're gonna complete the tic tac and toe going into no more 3. It's gonna be AJ Mosca's dance on the Miku song. This map is just slightly unplayable.
Just slightly.
Yeah. It's I have no idea how AJ Mosca maps every number 3 like it's a hidden one, but he does it really well, and I hate him for it. And I'm sure these players are not gonna enjoy it too much, but Team Red definitely feeling like this is their best choice.
Yeah, this No Mod 3 is... It's such a difficult map, right? I mean, you can guess that from the map and then guess that from the song itself of Dance Number. It's iconic, it's so well known, there are so many good patterns in this, but then the flow aim on this map, the flow aim, the snap ult aim, it's got pretty much everything when it comes to that ult skill set, and it is just evil pretty much the entire way through. And especially as that map gets on with, you know, mixing those nerves, mixing, you know, having to hold combo and accuracy, it just gets more and more stressful, and this map capitalizes on that to make it more and more difficult as it goes on.
If I remember correctly, plenty of the Reddit bottom rights if you are a right-handed player, so definitely something to look out in this matchup. However, let's see what they can do. We haven't really seen any alt control or like any alt feeds from any of these players, so this is gonna be a bit of a new one onto the lobby as Parcel already struggles. I understand very much, and everyone still trying to hold on. LFG low on accuracy but not low on combo. This man is a survivor.
Yeah, just holding on to that combo, and honestly, it's kind of all you really need. If you can hold a combo through this entire map, even with low accuracy, that score is going to help a lot because of the combo density, but there is an unfortunate miss coming in from LFG and Questionaut, so now it is up to Stella to be the one leading the match, who is still holding an SS, mind you, on this intro. I know it's only 400 combo in, and it's not the hard parts of the map, but it is still impressive to have that level of finger control, especially on ult, with it being score v2, where any of these sliders can just destroy accuracy in a moment's notice.
Apparently, that moment is enough for what gives her an analogy. Stella still, how is she still on SS? Okay, I guess if you can aim it better, good enough. I mean, she just went in the 18 Moscow boot camp, played every single 18 Moscow number 3 there is, and just so comfortable right now. It's unreal. Doubling everyone's score. Huh? Okay.
Yeah, okay. I finally dropped the SS, but
okay.
The score is
I was
unreal.
expecting number 3 of pain and pure gloom for everyone involved, but finally dropping a miss. Thank you. It's still a 1v2. This early on is crazy. Finally dropping some accuracy, but no more other than that. Still way up high, unreachable by anyone. Orva, I mean, Stella is showing us how it's done on these kinds of very difficult upward ult.
Yeah, I mean, like, the ability to play this so comfortably as they are is generally insane to me. Like, they've dropped like a decent bit of accuracy, you know, they've gone down to 98%, but it's still the strongest accuracy in the lobby by almost 4%, and they were holding the strongest combo by a few hundred at minimum. I believe it was like 900 combo. But, I mean, you know, we're just passing that halfway point. You can hear the guitar solo slowly start to chirp in, and the map does get a bit more intense. A good few misses coming up from pretty much everyone, especially as we go into this next section, and the intensity does crank it up a small bit, and you can hear it going. These quadruples are too difficult, but it's these sections here in the between where, you know, the start, stop, they're going to be finding so many misses, and everyone is finding them. Yeah, it just keeps going. The spacing between them, it does increase a small bit, but
so
it's Stella does hold it, and so does Parcel.
Parcel?
Okay.
Okay, he almost hit it. You gotta give him some respect. But yeah, this map is just slightly, once again, unplayable. If you are not ready for it, every single AG Moscow map, you gotta mentally prepare yourself before you dive into this one. And Stella still diving into it beautifully. An absolute dance I am seeing indeed. She's just 67k and she is still climbing. 1/4 of the map remaining. Hell is almost done, but we still have one part more to go.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know if we can call this hell anymore, because Stella has just shown that this map can bleed. This map is possible and so humanly able to be played. And it's just absolutely absurd the score they're putting up. Like, they've dropped a small bit more accuracy. They're down to like almost 96%, but the damage that they caused at the start of the match was already done, and they're still holding that 1 versus 2 by 40k. And it's just insane, their capabilities like on this map. Like, I didn't think it'd be possible to hold it so easily on this intro, but we've seen players hold the ending, but the intro we haven't.
Yeah, I mean, you know, definitely tough not to cry. She lasted quite a bit in the beginning, however, this map picked up in the end, and everyone just kind of died, but one person died way less than the other. Team Red will be taking their match. 4-0. Good game, well played. And it is, I think, a single elim bracket, is it not, Torva?
It is single elimination, yeah, so it is unfortunate for shoegaze, who are going to be knocked out, but just an insanely good performance coming out from chillin there.
Indeed, indeed.